I spend most of my days at home, being a homemaker and doing things that I truly enjoy doing as a homemaker. So today I bring to you 7 days of organizing, cleaning, cooking and arranging the home because why not? This particular morning, I was wondering how I could make the same tablecloth look slightly different and new. And then I came up with the idea of using multiple table runners to jazz up the overall look. I went for a nice thicker runner on the bottom, as you can see, and you'll know why I went for it in a bit. It then struck me that I could use a nice Indian print on the table runner as well to make for a nice cohesive look. The end result was something that made me happy. Since we have so many prints and textures going on already over here, I decided to keep the number of things on top to the very basic and simpler. Let me know what you think of this. This taught me that creativity can work its magic in any field of work, even if it's something as basic as home decor. For this very reason, staying at home has not ever been dull for me. Every day I make an effort to focus on one big chore or one big task. More of a chore if you will. For example, I had to clean the sandwich maker. Using a spray of vinegar and water with the tissue is a new method I picked up for cleaning the sandwich maker. The vinegar was too powerful when I used it straight from the dispenser bottle, so next time I'll use a spray instead. If something is stuck inside, you can use vinegar to loosen it by switching on the sandwich maker for a couple of minutes. Make sure the moist tissue adequately coats both sides or it touches the sides. Even though I just learnt this tip recently, it can be a great way to clean if your plates aren't removable. For me they are, but I wanted to try this. The most important thing I took away from the first day was the importance of not being afraid to attempt new things. I've been trying out various recipes out there to make for a perfect combo that suits our palate when it comes to these orange cubes. Every homemaker is unique because we all create and adapt things to our own unique needs. And we should be proud of it, I think. To make this recipe easier, I've used a combination of carrots, orange, ginger, fresh turmeric and lemon juice. There are many variations available out there and you could pick what works best for you and remove whatever you don't like. This mixture is pretty strong, so the idea is basically to dunk each cube in a glass of hot water early in the morning to make for a nice drink. We sometimes also add honey while drinking this. I still remember my first year in Germany. Setting up my kitchen felt like solving a puzzle where I didn't have all the pieces yet. I had no idea what I'd find here, what I'd need, or how my kitchen would take shape. So on my first trip back to India, I packed whatever I could, mostly lightweight jars and containers because luggage weight was always a concern. At that time, my only goal was functionality, just enough to get by. But over time, my kitchen started feeling more like mine. Even though I changed houses and homes, I figured out what worked and what didn't. and what actually made me happy in my space. And today I decided it was time for another little refresh. I cleared the countertop completely because sometimes you need to erase before you can create. Then I carefully picked what truly belonged here. New canisters for tea and sugar that not only store things but also look beautiful. A marble tray to keep everyday essentials within reach. And a little tea light holder for the much needed warmth. But my favorite part? Leftover mint leaves that add so much freshness and vibrancy. Looking at my countertop now, I see more than just organization. I see how my home has evolved with me. From those first carefully chosen jars to a space that now reflects me. Sometimes a small change isn't just about aesthetics, it's about falling in love with your home all over again. This whole week I've been celebrating 7 days of home love because home isn't just about how it looks, but how it feels. And sometimes even the most functional spaces deserve a little extra attention. One thing about my kitchen sink, it works hard. And with the extreme hard water here, it also shows it. White stains build up so quickly that I've just made it a habit to wipe it down regularly. That's why I always keep a spray bottle here filled with a cleaner meant just for that. But beyond cleaning, I really wanted to organize this space better. No matter how much I tidy up, dish soap bottles, sponges and scrubbers always seem to pile up. So today I gave this area a small makeover. So now this space doesn't just feel clean, it feels calm and put together. And honestly, that's what makes home feel so special. I also made a small soaking station in one corner. I placed 2 big coasters as a base, perfect for keeping a bowl when I am soaking something, or even quickly setting aside a small wok when I need that extra space. It's a small change, but in a kitchen with limited counters, every little thing helps. I'm not sure, but I might have shared this recipe before. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just so easy and addictive that I find myself making it again and again. I love storing a jar of this crunchy goodness to have with chai. It's that perfect mix of light, flavorful, and just the right amount of masala. Now when it comes to making snacks like these, I like to keep things easy and comfortable. So instead of dry roasting makhana and puffed rice in batches over the stove, I just let the oven do the work. One big batch roasted all at once. So I did the first round at around 180 for 12 minutes, gave it a quick stir after that, and then another 5 minutes at 160. And just like that, perfectly crisp. For seasoning, I had some ready-made Maggi masala packets, but honestly, I often DIY my own masala at home. DIY sounds so fancy, right? Our moms have been making their own spice blends forever, but they never called it DIY like we do today. Still, I'm quite proud of my version, so I'll leave the homemade Maggi masala recipe in the description box. But honestly, I like to keep this recipe super simple like I said before, just a bit of salt and the masala, and that's it. A crispy, flavorful batch that's always ready for chai time snacking. Try it out and let me know if you get hooked too. I often get asked how I take care of my indoor plants, especially in winter. And honestly, it's easier than you think. If you're a beginner, just follow your instincts, be patient, and let your plants teach you what they need. Today I'm sharing a peaceful tour of my indoor plants, naming as many as possible, while also sharing some simple care tips that have worked for me. I'm no expert, but over time I've figured out what keeps my plants happy, and I hope this video encourages you to become a plant parent if you aren't already. Because beyond decor, plants bring joy, calmness, and a whole lot of positivity into our lives. Also, if you love learning small home and plant care tips, consider becoming a member of Home Gupshup Lounge, our membership program where we share beautiful tips and hacks every week. There's something so special about creating things at home, whether it's setting up a cozy corner, organizing a space, or making something from scratch in the kitchen. These little moments may seem ordinary, but they bring a kind of quiet joy that's hard to put into words. And today, as I make this simple peanut chicky, I'm reminded once again why I love being a homemaker. This recipe is as easy as it gets, just 2 ingredients, equal portions of jaggery and peanuts. But the beauty of it lies in the process. The jaggery syrup, this part is magic. I melt the jaggery on low heat with just a splash of water, that is also optional, or you can add ghee, stirring patiently until it reaches the perfect consistency. Then comes my favorite part, mixing the peanuts into this syrup that we created and quickly spreading it out before it sets. There's something so satisfying about pressing it down, shaping it, and waiting for it to cool. And just like that, in a few minutes, you have crispy, crunchy, heartwarming peanut chicky this winter. It's not just about the tasks or the routines or recipes. It's about creating, sharing, and filling a home with warmth. And for me, that's the real joy. And with that, we wrap up 7 days of home love, a week filled with small yet meaningful moments that make home feel extra special. From organizing spaces to adding greenery, refreshing little corners, every bit of effort we put into our home comes back as comfort. I hope this series has inspired you to find joy in the simple things. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let me know which day was your favorite, and if you try any of these ideas, I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, here's Home Gupshup signing off.